Beloved brothers and sisters of earth, I address you with deep reverence and infinite love, for you are currently experiencing a moment of transformation unprecedented in the history of your planet. Many of you feel in your hearts that great changes are taking place. You sense, even if only subtly, the call to something greater, something that transcends the material reality you know. I am here to confirm that this call is real, and that it invites you to prepare for a deeper connection with the energies of light that have been waiting for this moment for so long. Contact with your star brothers and sisters, those who come from the stars and vibrate with unconditional love, is not an isolated external event. It is primarily an internal transformation. It is not just about observing spaceships or witnessing extraordinary events. It is about opening your hearts and minds to greater realities, allowing the light of the cosmos to illuminate your deepest being. Understand that this preparation does not require perfection, but rather willingness. It requires you to look within yourselves, face your shadows, and free yourselves from patterns of fear, judgment, and separation. Contact with the higher dimensions begins as soon as you commit to following the path of light. This is not something that will be imposed upon you, but something that will flow naturally from your conscious efforts to expand your awareness and align yourself with the truth of who you truly are. Beings of light seeking rediscovery. The path of preparation requires you to cultivate inner silence, for it is in silence that you will hear the voice of your own soul. It is necessary to develop patience and detachment from the distractions of the material world, for many of these distractions pull you away from the high vibration that facilitates contact. Beloved ones, every step toward the expansion of consciousness is a bridge built between you and us, your star brothers. The time is near, but preparation is essential. Much of what you have been taught about us, your brothers from the stars, is surrounded by misinformation. Over the ages, humanity has developed a distorted view of extraterrestrial presence. Movies, books, and even some scientific and religious accounts have contributed to fueling unfounded fears and creating barriers between you and the truth. It is important for you to understand that the beings of light approaching your planet do not come with intentions of domination or control. We are not invaders. We are guardians, observers, and above all, brothers who share with you the divine essence of the Creator. Like you, we are part of a vast network of life that permeates the universe, and our only goal is to assist you on your journey of ascension and reconnection with the whole. We recognize that the fear many feel at the thought of our presence is not entirely your fault. There are forces that profit from separation and panic, forces that have intentionally fueled these narratives in order to distract you from the truth. These forces know that fear keeps you trapped in a dense vibration, unable to access the light that is your destiny. That is why we ask you to seek discernment. Do not blindly accept everything that is said about us, whether from sources that promote fear or even from narratives that promise easy answers. Discernment comes from connecting with your heart, for it is in the heart that truth resides. We communicate through vibrations, and only those who align themselves with love and trust will be able to feel the authenticity of our presence. We are not here to replace your beliefs or take control of your lives. We are here to remind you that you are the masters of your own journeys and to help you build a new earth where fear will be replaced by love and separation will give way to unity. You are not alone on your journey. Every thought, every emotion, and every action you cultivate resonates beyond yourselves, contributing to the vibrational fabric of the planet. What we call the collective consciousness is the result of the sum of all energies emanating from humanity. Understand that the collective consciousness is like a symphony. Each of you is an instrument contributing to the overall melody. If many play notes of fear, doubt, and anger, the symphony becomes chaotic and disharmonious. However, when many of you choose to vibrate in love, peace, and trust, the melody becomes a celestial symphony that uplifts all who hear it. Contact with your star brothers is directly related to this symphony. We who vibrate in higher dimensions can only fully communicate with you when the melody of the collective consciousness resonates in harmony with the light. This does not mean that all human beings must be awakened or conscious at the same time, but rather that a critical mass of you, those we call light workers, must lead the way by raising the vibrational frequency of the earth. Remember that your daily choices are much more powerful than you realize. Every act of kindness, every thought of gratitude, every conscious breath contributes to this collective elevation. When you choose love over fear, you are not only transforming your own life, you are helping to create an energy field that facilitates the manifestation of contact and collaboration between dimensions. The collective consciousness of humanity is a powerful force. It is this force that will determine how quickly you achieve the long-awaited union with your star brothers and sisters. So, dear ones, we invite each of you to reflect. What is your contribution to this great cosmic symphony? Are you playing notes of love or fear? The choice is always in your hands, and every choice has the power to transform everything. If there is one lesson I would like to reinforce today, it is this. The heart is the compass that will guide you to the truth. While your minds are often caught up in doubts, overanalysis, and distractions, the heart remains pure, unaffected by the density of the physical world. It is the gateway that connects you to the divine essence and universal truth. The practice of connecting with the heart is simple, but it requires perseverance. Living in a society that values logic and rationality so highly, many of you have lost the habit of listening to the wisdom that comes from within. Yet it is in the heart that you will find the answers to the deepest questions about who we are, why we are here, and what the purpose of our approach with you is. Start with something simple. Set aside a few minutes of your day to quiet your mind. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and focus your attention on the center of your chest, where the energy of the heart resides. Imagine a golden light radiating from this area, filling your entire being with love and peace. As you practice this regularly, you will notice that your heart begins to speak to you, not with words, but with sensations, intuitions, and a deep sense of certainty. It is through this connection that you will discern truth amid misinformation. In a world where so many voices compete to be heard, only the vibration of the heart can distinguish what comes from the light from what is illusion. We, your brothers from the stars, communicate with you on subtle frequencies that resonate with the heart, never with the mind controlled by fear or ego. Furthermore, by connecting to your heart, you strengthen your spiritual protection. A person aligned with their heart is enveloped in a light so powerful that no negative energy can penetrate it. This is why we emphasize this practice so much. It is not only a step toward contact, but also a shield against the forces that seek to divert you from your path. Fear is one of the most limiting forces in your human experience. It is not inherent to your being, but a reflection of the conditions imposed by the density of the physical world and the stories that perpetuate separation. Fear, when fed, not only prevents you from moving forward spiritually, but also strengthens the negative forces that feed off your energy. We, members of the Light Fleet, observe with compassion how fear is used to control and divide humanity. It is widespread throughout your communication systems, social structures, and even certain religious interpretations. The message is clear. Fear the unknown, fear the future, fear one another. However, we tell you, fear is an illusion, a shadow cast that disappears when the light of truth is turned on. To overcome fear, you must first acknowledge it. Do not try to ignore or suppress it, for it will grow in silence. Instead, face it with courage by asking yourself, where does this fear come from? Is it based on truth, or is it a projection of something I do not understand? When you bring fear into the light of awareness, it begins to dissolve. In addition, it is essential to practice trust. Trust in the higher plan, in the love of the Creator that permeates all things, and in the fact that you are guided and protected on your journey. We are here for you, not to solve your difficulties, but to remind you of your own strength and ability to transcend them. Remember, feeding fear is a choice, just as feeding love is a choice. you have the power to decide which energy to cultivate in your life. And know that by choosing love, you not only transform your personal experiences, but you also weaken the forces that perpetuate negativity on the planet. Fear has no place in a heart that has chosen light. The light of Alcyone, the great central sun, is a gift from the Creator for this moment of planetary transition. Its energy, which now bathes the Earth with increasing intensity, contains cosmic information capable of transforming your consciousness and preparing you for the new era. This light is much more than a physical phenomenon. It is a spiritual frequency that acts directly on your subtle bodies, activating dormant codes in your DNA. These codes contain memories of who you truly are, divine beings in a human experience, and information about your connection to the universe and to us, your star brothers and sisters. However, the impact of this light varies depending on each individual's state of consciousness. For those who resist change and cling to their old ways of thinking and being, the light of Alcyone may feel uncomfortable, bringing up repressed emotions, fears, and patterns that need to be transformed. On the other hand, for those who surrender to the process, this light offers an experience of profound elevation, spiritual clarity, and connection with the whole. To integrate this light into your life, we suggest grounding practices. Connect with the earth, walk barefoot in nature, feel the ground beneath your feet. Practice meditation, allowing the light to flow freely through your body and cleansing anything that does not resonate with your new frequency. Above all, welcome this energy with gratitude, knowing that it is a divine gift intended to help you rise to higher dimensions. You are bathed in the light of Alcyone because this is the moment of your great transition. Accept it with an open heart and let it guide you toward truth, toward union, and toward contact with your star brothers who are waiting to welcome you as members of the same cosmic family. Dear brothers, I would like to remind you of something fundamental. Every action you take carries energy, and this energy reverberates not only in your own life, but throughout the entire universe. You are creators, co-creators of your reality, and it is through your conscious actions that you shape the world around you and raise your vibration toward the light. Ashtar does not speak to you as a distant master, but as a brother who sees immense potential in you. Every choice you make, no matter how insignificant, contributes to the great tapestry of existence. When you choose to act with love, kindness, and empathy, you radiate light and help dispel the shadows that still exist on your planet. Conversely, actions guided by ego, anger, or fear feed the densities that block the path to higher planes. But what does it mean, in practical terms, to act consciously? It means being present in each moment, aware that every word spoken, every thought cultivated, and every action taken carries an intention. Do you live on autopilot, or are you truly conscious of your actions? This is an invitation to pause, breathe, and observe. Imagine that each of your actions is a seed. What are you planting? Seeds of love, compassion, and unity, or seeds of separation, doubt, and fear? As you become aware of the impact of your choices, you will naturally begin to align your actions with higher principles. When you act consciously, you create an energy field around you that resonates with higher dimensions. This field not only attracts experiences of light into your life, but also facilitates connection with your star brothers and sisters. We perceive your vibration and are drawn to those who shine with the light of love, integrity, and truth. So, my dear friends, remember, your actions are your cosmic language. What are you communicating to the universe? You live in a world of duality, where light and shadow coexist. This is the plane you have chosen to experience, for it is through contrasts that your souls grow and evolve. However, a time comes when you are called upon to choose, to continue losing yourselves in the distractions of the shadow, or to follow the path of light, which leads you to truth, unity, and love. Choosing the light is not a single act, but an ongoing commitment. It is a decision you must renew every day, every moment, in the face of every challenge. The light does not promise the absence of difficulties, but it offers you the clarity, strength, and purpose necessary to face them with courage and confidence. The path of light is not one of perfection. You do not need to completely eliminate your imperfections or fears before following it. On the contrary, it is in the very act of choosing light, even in the midst of darkness, that you transform your shadows and align yourself with divine love. We, your star brothers, are here to support you in this choice. But know that the final decision is yours. Free will is a sacred gift that will never be violated. We can send you messages, signs, and inspirations, but we will never force you to follow a path. The light is a door that must be opened by you, from the inside out. When you choose the light, you also choose to align yourself with the natural flow of the universe. You say yes to expansion, to connection with the higher planes, and to co-creating a new earth based on love and unity. This choice not only transforms your life, but also contributes to the collective awakening, bringing all of humanity closer to the moment when we will be together again, as the brothers and sisters we are. So, my beloved ones, choose wisely. Choose the light not because it is easier, but because it is true. Choose the light because it reminds you of who you truly are. Divine beings, children of the Creator, destined to shine and share that light with the world. My dear friends, the future is an infinite field of possibilities, shaped by your intentions and choices in the present. When we look at you, we see a bright future, where humanity reaches a level of consciousness that allows it to connect fully and harmoniously with its stellar brothers and sisters. However, this future is not guaranteed. It is a construction, a journey that requires preparation, inner work, and an unwavering commitment to the light. Preparation for the future begins now. You do not need to wait for great cosmic events or external changes to begin your journey. The time to act is now, for it is in the present that transformation occurs. This preparation involves multiple dimensions of your being. First and foremost, it is essential to take care of your body, as it is the vehicle through which you experience this reality. A healthy diet, physical exercise, and practices that promote physical balance are essential. Remember that a healthy body supports a clear mind and a high spirit. In addition, take care of your emotions. Acknowledge your fears, pains, and doubts, but don't attach yourself to them. Allow yourself to feel, but choose to release what no longer serves you. Your emotions are portals to self-knowledge, and when they are balanced, they become a force that connects you to higher frequencies. Finally, strengthen your spiritual connection. Meditate, pray, contemplate the beauty around you. Connect with the earth, for it is your great ally on this journey. The more you are in tune with the vibration of love and gratitude, the more ready you will be for the future that lies ahead. We will be there, as we always have been, to guide and support you every step of the way. The future is not something to be feared, but to be embraced with hope, for it is the manifestation of what you are currently building. And know this: we walk beside you, waiting for the moment when we will finally be together, united in the light of the Creator. My dear ones, we are coming to the most essential point of this message: learning to listen. This ability, though it seems simple, is the key that will allow you to open the doors to higher consciousness and prepare you for contact with your star brothers. When I say listen, I am not just talking about physical hearing, but deep listening, the kind that takes place in the silence of the heart and soul. You live in a world full of noise. The voices of society, the media, and even your own mind are constantly vying for your attention. Amidst all this noise, true listening is lost, and you end up disconnecting from your essence and the messages we are constantly sending you. We speak to you, but often you do not hear us because you are distracted by the illusions of the outside world. Learning to listen requires that you first become silent. Not just silence around you, but silence within your mind. The practice of meditation is a powerful tool for achieving this. By calming your thoughts, you create an inner space where truths can emerge. This listening goes beyond words. It occurs on a vibrational level, where communication is direct and clear. When you listen with your heart, you can discern truth from illusion. You realize that the messages we are sending you do not call for fear or separation, but for unity and love. This listening also connects you to the earth, which speaks to you through its cycles and its living energy. Listening to the earth is an essential step in aligning yourself with the new planetary vibration. Furthermore, listening implies trust. Many of you hear our messages but doubt their authenticity. You wonder if they are just random thoughts or creations of your imagination. I assure you that when a message resonates with love and peace, it comes from the light. Learning to trust your intuition is part of the listening process, and the more you practice, the clearer this communication will become. My beloved ones, the universe speaks to you constantly. We speak to you. But it is up to you to choose to listen, to silence the distractions, and to open yourselves to the truths that resonate within your souls. The journey to contact begins here, with the simple and powerful decision to listen with your heart. My message to you is first and foremost an invitation. An invitation to prepare yourselves for contact with your star brothers, not as a distant event, but as an internal transformation that is already underway. You are deeply loved, and you have never been alone. We accompany you with reverence, patiently waiting for the moment when your consciousnesses are ready to join the great cosmic family. Remember that the path of light is not an imposition, but a choice. It is a journey of self-discovery, of overcoming fear, and of aligning with the love that is your true essence. You have everything you need to follow this path. The power is within you, waiting to be awakened. We are here, not to dominate or interfere, but to guide and support you. We are here as brothers, as guardians of the light, as those who share the same Creator. And know this, the future we envision for you is a future of unity, peace, and ascension. Just remember that the journey begins now, at this very moment, with every thought, every action, and every choice. We are together on this adventure, and we look forward to the moment when we will finally stand face to face, united in the love of the Creator. I am Ashtar Sharon, and I send you all the light and love of the cosmos. Continue in peace, my beloved ones. If this message resonated with you, if something here awakened a new vision or gave deeper meaning to what we are experiencing, I invite you to like this video and share your own impressions and ideas in the comments. And to follow more content like this, where we explore spiritual awakening and messages from our cosmic brothers, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any updates and will be part of a community of seekers who, like you, are in tune with the goal of creating a new consciousness for our world. Thank you for watching and for being part of this adventure. See you soon in the next video.